Oh yeah, DJ. Oh yeah, Mighty Mouse. Hey, it's about time the UFC finally gave this nigga the respect that he deserves. But hey, it's your boy DHP, and y'all know the rest, man. And hey, so y'all paid attention to my video last night. I said, well, not last night, but the weekend recap. I said I was gonna give DJ his own video, and rightfully so. I made a video for DJ when he retired from one championship, basically retired from all MMA. But yeah, I'm gonna double back, and this is gonna be his part 2 tribute, because now not only did last year, was it last year, the year before, he retired from one championship, retired from MMA as a whole. I believe he's in the One Championship Hall of Fame now. I gotta recheck on that, but I did make a video on that. Now my nigga DJ, aka Mighty Mouse, is in the UFC Hall of Fame. Now, what I alluded to in the video yesterday on the weekend recap, yeah, the shit wasn't all roses. You know what I mean? Like the TJ situation. And then there was some shit behind the scenes. And also I said in the video about the fans. Not a lot of fans gave him the respect that he deserved. It's probably because if you really look at it as a whole, I mean, up until maybe like this generation, not a lot of niggas respected like the smaller weight classes. You had to be like Jose Aldo, or tell you the truth, I ain't gonna lie to you, I feel like motherfuckers like Conor and Sugar Sean O'Malley kind of changed that narrative, where now a lot of motherfuckers is now starting to pay attention to the smaller weight classes. And even flyweight to a degree right now. Y'all know flyweight is my favorite weight class, but DJ, he didn't get a lot of respect from the fans. Obviously, us hardcore fans, we knew how good he was. It was more so like, I guess DJ wasn't really marketable per se, which is why probably a lot of niggas was turned off by him. But we knew how good DJ was. But on the bigger grand scheme of things, I'm very, very, very happy that the UFC finally just, I guess they made amends per se. I can't say the same about Ronda, because we'll get to that later down the road. Because what they did to Ronda is low-key what they was doing to DJ, Tyron Woodley, and everybody else. But yeah, man, I'm excited, bro. I'm excited. I'm happy for DJ. He well-deserved. He's definitely a Hall of Famer. And also, what I want to get to mainly in this video was DJ. DJ is the overall MMA GOAT. He's the overall MMA GOAT. I know I said it. I probably said it in the first video I made like last year, whatever. But DJ, he's the overall MMA GOAT. Like, there's nobody, as far as like the sport as a whole, not just UFC, but we talking about what he did in the UFC, what he did at one championship, and shit before the UFC. Like John Jones, y'all heard me say it on camera many times. John Jones is the UFC GOAT, but DJ in particular, niggas talking about, niggas before me talked about Fedor Emelianenko, how Fedor was a beast, and the shit that happened with him not getting signed at the UFC was kind of a tragedy, because they felt like he could have changed the whole culture of MMA, and probably would be one of the pioneers as far as getting the UFC to where it is today, right? Fedor, what's that noise over there? Oh, that's a motorcycle. Fedor, I look at Fedor like he's one of the OGs, but he's not really an MMA GOAT to me. As far as like on an overall like grand scheme of things, DJ, and it's probably because I wasn't there for Fedor, even though I did watch Fedor. I went back and watched Fedor's old shit. Now I was living for Fedor's, I want to say his comeback, or that the last couple runs for Fedor because he was at Bellator and shit like that. But I put Fedor up there as one of the main OGs of the sport. But when we talking about like impact and accolades and shit like that, it's DJ, bro. There's nobody better than DJ. DJ, he's the best overall. And I know I talk about John Jones being the most natural, talented MMA fighter I've ever seen, but DJ, he's you can kind of say he's up there with the most natural, but it's one of those things with DJ where John Jones have a little more than what DJ has, but DJ actually worked super hard for his shit. He actually it's one of those things where if we go into football, you know, Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers, you know, and shout out to my mans, because my mans, we always have this debate every year, every week, every month. Me being an Aaron Rodgers fan, I feel like Aaron Rodgers was more of a natural talent quarterback than Tom Brady, but Tom Brady, he knows how to get the job done, while Aaron Rodgers kind of, you know, had his choke jobs and shit like that. DJ, and we always go back to the hard work is going to be pure talent each and every time, you know, and that's DJ. DJ is one of the most hardest working mixed martial artists you will ever see, and he does this shit so pure, so clean, excellent technique. It's just everything, bro. So I just want to give DJ his own spotlight video, because we go back to the start of the flyweights, his fights with Joseph Benavidez, his fights with John Dodson, even I kind of counted him out against John Dodson, because going to that second fight, John Dodson, he was looking like he was about to be DJ's equal. You know, out of all the niggas that DJ faced, Joseph Benavidez, Ian McCall, it was looking like John Dodson was his equal. But it could be, and I said this in a post like last year, I feel like John Dodson, him tearing his ACL when he did, kind of fucked up his momentum. But regardless, DJ fought him like months. That rematch happened like months after his recovery and shit. So you really can't give that an excuse. But, you know, DJ, he cleared his era. Then, you know, went ahead and fought Ray Borg. That's where the flying R-bar came from. Ray Borg. What's up, Hazy? Ray Borg. Even when DJ had his injury, he came back and fought Tim Elliott. And, you know, Tim Elliott was... He had DJ on the ropes in that first round, and after that the first round, second round, DJ got the shit under control. So, and then you go one championship. He Triple C, backpedal a little bit. Triple C, that little shit happened, but I felt like it's one of those fights like the Conor Nate Diaz, like Conor and Nate 2. I feel like Nate won that fight. That's how I felt with DJ and Triple C. I felt like they gave it to Triple C, but DJ won that fight, bro. But and then after that happened, that's when they just, you know, they ain't even let DJ, you know, get the trilogy fight, because they shipped that nigga off to one championship. And even with that loss in one championship, DJ was still able to bounce back and get another title up there. Had his classic match with Rod Tang with the multiple fight series. They had the Muay Thai fight, the MMA fight. You know, DJ done it all, bro. It's hard to say that DJ ain't, you know, MMA's greatest fighter. UFC wise, he's a little notch below, but MMA as a whole, bro, you got to give it to this nigga. So I'm finally happy that, you know, as I keep stating, they put this nigga in the Hall of Fame, because I know shit went south. That's why they traded his ass. And yeah, UFC, they gotta start. And that's another thing too. UFC got to stop holding grudges against motherfuckers when they have, you know, some don't see eye to eye shit. Because now you're starting to see that shit spill over to Ronda Rousey. Now granted, I'm not the biggest fan of Ronda, but I do give her. Well, I was a fan, but then I turned my back on her because she was doing some fuck shit. But even though that I turned sour towards Ronda, I'm not going to discredit what she done. She's accomplished a lot, and you know, we'll talk about her much more down the road because her pay-per-view card, and then my nigga Nate Diaz, he on the card too. They trying to go run with the White House card. But as far as DJ Sake is concerned, Hall of Famer, best MMA overall GOAT. Can't say nothing more. So until my next video, because we got some other shit we got to talk about, the PFL. And we gotta get this Anito Moicano and Chris Duncan content going. But until my next video, DJ, you was the fucking man, nigga. Holla at y'all niggas later, man.